What up, everybody out there in podcast land? Thank you for tuning in yet again to another episode. Ken Ross present the I Said It podcast. We're expressing our full capabilities to the one and correctional facilities that have this operation coming to you live and in public, if you will. Ross Cooper. As always, I am rocking with the best. My co-host, who is kind of ducked out behind an almost full moon. Now I got to concern myself. He's going to turn into a wolf again. Please introduce yourself to the folk.
Again. What the hell? Yeah, I was good. Everybody's having a good day, month. Yeah, I was second, all that good stuff. You watching on other platforms, please share with your friends and family, pets, bugs on the wall, aliens outside, grenades, all that. And if you're watching on the tube, please like, share, comment, subscribe, because if you don't, all your nails gonna fall off.
That's brutal. That's brutal. Okay, I got you. I got you. That's brutal. Yeah, I say again because I think you were in front of a full moon before. So I'm like, oh, okay. We go back to Silver Bullet, where the idea was introduced that people don't just turn during the full moon, might turn at any given time, but the full moon is when you're strongest. Shout out to Stephen King, I guess.
Then Underworld. It's the same thing.
Really?
They
I don't even
transform.
remember.
They transform whenever they want.
That was cool. That was cool. Yeah, no, Underworld still ended horribly. But we got a lot to get to, so let's get right to it. We could take I'm getting to the point where I'm convinced we could actually do this pod every other day, every third day, and something goofy would have come out of DC. So the goofy that have come out of DC now, Agent Orange called for the execution of of Democrats. Let's see, that's not the shocking part. That's not shocking because we're in this climate of political violence. We've had actual politicians be unalived. Um, we're not counting Charlie Kirk amongst them because he's not a politician. Sorry. Um, but what got me is usually old Donnie Boy stands on business. Usually stands on business. But now, for the first time I can remember, no, that's not what I really meant. So there were six Democrats who spoke down, and well, not spoke down, but told truth. This goes back to something you and I have said a million times. I have vastly underestimated who was with the nonsense and who wasn't. But there have been Democrats who stepped up for the military intelligence communities and said, listen, if you're not with it, if you feel like it's an unlawful order, you ain't got to follow that. Now, the ever loving rebel in me would think this would be kind of obvious, but I do understand in the military, blah, 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 you have to out and out say it. Because I would presume if you are in the military, what your commanding officer says you have to do.
You do.
So to have someone out and out and say, but yeah, asterisk, if it's unlawful, you ain't got to do that. That changes things.
Hey,
Because, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I didn't say that. Just laugh.
Oh, because I'm like, yeah, if hypothetically, if I'm in the U.S. military and we are in some third world country and the order is to eliminate air quotes. Cause example, actually, I ain't gotta make it too dramatic. The boats that were just recently blown up. I'm not pushing that button. Not doing it. The thing is, if there was actually if those were actually drug boats, if those boats were bringing drugs into the country, okay, um, bound by duty, you're taking off to protect from enemies, foreign and domestic. They do a really piss poor job of the domestic part, but foreign and domestic. Technically, this is a drug boat. It's got drugs. It's coming into the country. I should push the button and blow that thing up. Problem is, to this moment, we still don't have any proof other than their word that that was a drug boat. I'm saying You're smiling. You're smiling like you smell BS. um, I'm saying unless you have incontrovertible proof that this is a quote unquote drug vote, I am not pushing that button. So yeah, when you start talking about how the military run up in places on U.S. soil, blah blah blah, or do certain unlawful things, they were like, "Yo, you ain't got to do all that." But Agent Orange here says made a post on his own social media outlet talking about accused the Democrats of seditious behavior, punishable by death. Oh boy, here we go. And I quote, "Lock them up," he asked in one post. Truth on Truth Social for someone else's post that read, "Hang them, George Washington Wood." So Trump later goes on Fox News and says, "Hey, I'm not threatening death, but I think they're in serious trouble." And this goes back to the ever present issue when it comes to old Donnie boy. You're an idiot savant or you're an accidental genius, and this is one of those. You know your goofy base, always hungry for Democratic blood. I think you knew what you were doing. Now, what was shocking, like I said to me, was he didn't stand on business. He came back, no, I wasn't actually calling for death. Stand on business, Donnie. You've been standing on business with everything else. Why switch it up now? like, yeah. But yes, sir. Are you shocked this goofball has unintentionally called for violence against other politicians?
No. And also don't care. But yeah, not shocked at all anymore. Aliens could fall out the freaking sky. War of the Worlds Part 2 can happen in real life, and I still wouldn't be shocked. So yeah.
And in line with other things that I found interesting, you and I have had this debate on the show many times, on offline about the con. It has been revealed many accounts that spewed off pro MAGA nonsense, excuse me, are not even in the U.S. Completely other places. So it goes to the con that I was talking about. So, dear MAGA, dear certain sections of white America, you've been had. All of these accounts are trolls. Well, not all of them. I'm sorry, but there's a good chunk of them that are trolls. Because as much as you flag wave America, 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 and as much as you think X account pro America 123 is in Wyoming, it's not. It's in some faraway land that don't even live here. You've been duped. How's that feel? like you found now. In all fairness, we're going to talk about this later in the show. We've been duped as well, but not to that degree. I didn't latch on to some account that spewed off nonsense that I happen to ride with. Like, yeah, no, yeah. Again, the floor is yours. MAGA's the we do not discriminate. We, as I've said before, I'll say it again. We'd love to have a guest with opposing viewpoints. I'd love to know how it feels to gobble gobble MAGA wood, only to find out no, it's this account ain't even here. They haven't even been in America at all. They just got paid to spew some propaganda and you just gobbled it all down. Gobbled it all down. All down your throat.
Uh, I mean, this is stuff that some people already saw, and then the whole conspiracy theory that turned out to be true now, which is a lot of conspiracy theories turned out to be true now. But uh, that most of these people are bots or don't live here, or either government, like uh, FBI, CIA, stuff like that, just posting stuff online, talk to uh, bring division among the people and unrest. And they did a great job. And now they just pulled back the curtain, just exposed that, oh yeah, the conspiracy, that's not a conspiracy, it's true. And then also when they said like what, 90% of the internet or something like that is pretty much all bots, not even real people. So it's like most of the people you interact with or following or whatever, saying some crazy stuff, aren't even real. Or if they are real, they might even be who they say they are. So it's like I don't really take their that damn serious. So I ain't get duped. But yeah, I
And,
mean they've
and it's
been
just,
duped twice. I mean you got duped by that, and then you got duped by your Lord and Savior, the Cheeto man. Uh,
oh, I forgot
he
about
duped
that.
y'all most. He duped y'all again. Well, a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'm mad and saying this isn't what I voted for. Okay. Well,
See, I thought, you going there. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the fake assassination. My bad. Well, you're right. So technically, that would be three times. And shout out to Gavin Newsom. That picture with imitating Trump with the bottle of ketchup was just that's still a legend. That's the, that's the, yeah, I thought you meant the fake assassination attempt, which starts to look more and more fake every day. Now, I will say this:
is
I
it
did not think
confirmed
that
or
was.
you just think it is?
Wait, what was that?
Is it confirmed or you just saying you think it is?
Here's that weird piece. I thought it was for real. No one else did. Apparently, if you weren't MAGA, no one else thought that was real.
Hmm.
I just thought Brody had bad aim. But in retrospect, like it's just think about what's going on in the last few months. So you start with a Trump assassination attempt. I'll do the air quotes because uh, how you how you how you get blasted in the ear and ain't got no bandages, no nothing. So it's just certain things about that seem a little fishy. I'll say that it seems a little fishy. Um, then you got the whole Charlie Kirk thing. And did you send me that about the microphone?
What you talking about?
Okay, it might not have been you then. And now we're going a little bit further down the. There's a lot of question marks when it comes to Charlie Kirk, and a few of them, like I said, if it kind of sort of makes sense, I'll entertain it. But some of this be off the deep end. Someone has a slowed down video, and the new theory, one of the newest theories I've seen is there's a dude in the audience who activates some kind of detonator from his arm, and actually Kirk wasn't shot at all. His microphone exploded. His microphone was the exploding device. And I'm
No,
like,
I've seen that. I didn't send it to you. I've seen that. I really don't care. You just named another way he was taken out. Whoop
I
did
mean,
it.
here's here's my inherent issue with most things when you start going down that lane. Why? Make it make sense. Why? Like even the long-standing conspiracy with 9/11. So you mean they did all that just to go get like the why to me has to make sense.
No,
Can
it
we make the
doesn't.
why make sense?
No, it doesn't. Moses, to you, I don't understand that. It doesn't have to make sense to you. You're not the one that did it.
Let me clarify. Give you an easy example. We won't get stuck here too long. Give you an easy example. COINTELPRO made perfect sense. It made sense why this country had a fear of a black messiah. Literally, coin term. It made sense that they had fear of a black messiah. It made sense that they had fear of black unity. It made sense that they had a fear of Chairman Fred. These things made sense. You got to take out King. The second you start talking about uniting everybody, oh, you got to go. You got to take out Malcolm. These things track. It makes sense.
To you, dog.
I mean, you can put the
America
pieces
does
together.
anything it wants to do. It don't have to make most of we do don't make sense, but they still do it, right? So yeah, this like dog, it was all about oil control and all that. Then yeah, do it in a way that everyone in the world, especially in this country, sees a certain people as an enemy. So then everything will be good. You won't have another Vietnam War where most people are not for this shit. So yeah, because after 9/11, most people were with the shits and did not care. And you gave them enemy, just like now you gave the new enemy just brown people. So yeah, it was a reason to do it. And then not to mention when the FBI leaked files, whatever, that they were willing to do something like this back then. And then, the president that did get offed put a stop to that. So there's so much evidence to say, yeah, like if it's money or power involved, America will do
And
whatever.
and that's the thing. I'm not disagreeing with you there. You are absolutely right. I think evidence shows this throughout history. Involvement in Patrice Lumumba's assassination. Like that's what America does, right?
What are you disagreeing
Evidence,
about? What are you disagreeing?
evidence.
Hmm?
What do you say?
What are you disagreeing about if you agree?
So here's the thing. I get shaky about the conspiracy theories when it comes to Charlie Kirk because there's no reason to do it.
Oh,
You
I'm talking about
yourself
now.
was
No, I'm talking
yeah,
about
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't go too far down that rabbit hole because I'm like, ain't no big to do about one loudmouth dude spewing on some yin yang. So that's what I'm like,
I don't really care. I'm not behind the lore of that. So I'm
that,
sorry. That doesn't care. I was talking more about 9/11. I don't really care about the Kirk beat. So yeah, that makes sense.
that,
This Kirk stuff, I don't know. It's a bigger conspiracy that I do not care for.
right. It's just wild. It's just wild. And I apologize if we didn't circle around. I forgot how we got there, but yeah, certain things this country does absolutely positively, no matter how nefarious makes sense. That's not one of them. But it is wild that folks then got duped and America, America, America. It's like, and this goes back to something again, the underarching, one of the underpinnings of what you and I believe. Stop with this two-party political divisive BS. Start caring about people. Y'all got yourselves all, I'm looking at y'all. Y'all got yourselves all worked up and MAGA, 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 and these mofos ain't even here. The biggest joke of all would have been if these accounts were in China or Mexico. That would have been the greatest joke ever. Quite a few were found to be in, from what they trace, I think they said in Africa. But it had just been the world's biggest joke if most of these accounts were in Mexico. It's right up there with the joke that most MAGA merchandise is made in China. The irony of you walking around a MAGA hat and all it stands for, and it's made in China.
Hmm.
America first, though, right? America first. I'm just curious. When you buy MAGA merchandise, I wonder who profits.
I don't care.
I'm looking at the irony of it all. It all is starting to look really flimsy and like y'all got duped.
They already
And
got duped multiple times. Like, dog, when your own person y'all look up to and worship pretty much calls y'all stupid openly. I
that's
mean,
not
at that point, like them getting duped is normal. That's the
that's
whole
not what
point.
that's not what he meant. He really meant that's that's
That's
the that's
exactly what he meant. Like, there's no way that I don't like. He literally said bar for bar. It's like, yeah, smart people don't like me very much.
yeah. And here's the thing: the dummies are gonna cheer and prove the point.
That Yeah, they proved the point in like 0.2 seconds. Like, yeah, smart people don't like you. I wonder why, but the dumb motherfuckers love your ass. And like I said, you're smart enough to know that I can just do whatever I want these dummies. And it's true.
I like I said, I never thought it would happen, but here we are. We watching it happen in real time. Um, Marjorie Taylor Greene though is stepping down. She's had it. She's done with it. I'm real careful because I know you may or may not be paying super close attention, but I'm real careful what come out of former MAGA supporters' mouths because here's the thing. right? As long as Cheeto stuck to the script, you were okay. As long as he gave you the hope that he was going to persecute the undesirables, y'all were cool. Now that it's coming out now, it's pretty much he's a grifter and just gonna milk this for every dime he can get. He don't really care but so much about all this white, black, racist BS. Just told
Duh,
all y'all that so y'all could get on a Woody Woodpecker.
duh. He's
Now
been
y'all jumping ship.
he been a grifter. Go back to the 80s and 90s. He's a different. He says and does different things than he does now. You could damn near say he was a dim back then.
That's the most telling. He said if I ever ran, I'd be a Republican. And I'm like, yo, he showed y'all the playbook. Y'all knew what it was.
Like I said, smart people hate me.
It was. It was.
Like, duh,
So
yeah.
So yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene, we ain't forgot. A lot of other people jumping off the MAGA ship, we ain't forgot when it was persecution against black and brown peoples and everybody's freedoms. Y'all was with the shits. But since he done pretty much again showed his hand and said, "Yo, I'm gonna milk this for every dime I can get before I go." Now all of a sudden it's a problem. So if he would just go back to being your regular garden variety Christian nationalist racist, y'all would be okay. Surprise. Not a problem is you goofies and put this mofo in a position where we're all going to get screwed if we ain't careful. But, MAGA, right?
Oh, so we already are. It's just how much worse can it get is what we're watching.
But I'm just, like I said, it's just wild. Y'all did all of this waving flags, and the flag ain't even made here. And the accounts that y'all riding with, that's spewing the garbage, ain't even here neither.
Irony.
Oh, irony. The irony is just, and again, I'm gonna stop, but I gotta take a minute to just revel in how insanely stupid you all look right now. And some of us tried to warn you. And it wasn't because we were cheering for Kamala. I can recognize stupid without having to stand on the other side of the street with slightly less stupid. Just 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 say it. Just say it. So y'all got it. Y'all done did it this time. Here we are. Let's see what happens though. Let's see what happens. It just without going too far off track, it's a very interesting time because I was remembering things that I've said on the show a couple years back. I said this: we are in the midst of watching systems fall, and we still are. We have watched systems fall. We have watched people decide vaccines aren't for them in general, not just one in particular. In general, um, music, we don't own anything anymore. And I was thinking about this, like if how powerful is music? You still have people wanting to be artists, not getting paid for it. The industry's figured out how to pay an artist less than a penny for a song, less than a penny somehow. Creatives are still going to create. So it's interesting watching, and sadly, we are watching the Department of Ed fall. Like overhaul, sure, but to dismantle the Department of Education and give it to the Department of Labor, that's a little. Oops. Hmm. Hmm. It's a little interesting there. So it's just a wild time to be alive, man. Wild time to be alive. I see everything you've seen, your generation's seen, on top of surviving the crack era. But yeah, it's just a wild time to be alive. I don't know what the sequel to America is going to be. Uh, but the current movie is coming to a very interesting conclusion.
It's just starting. Uh, yeah. Life in marvelous times.
Shout out to Most Def. I seen Bay. Shout out just yeah. I'm trying to pull this up. So we're going to rewind time a little bit. We're going to go back a couple years. We're going back to Jussie Smollett, who was attacked We actually talked about it on the show, the Nigerian Joker.
Black jokers.
Oh, it's not funny because Jussie really went through. If anyone hasn't, watch the special on Netflix, and you might come to the conclusion I kind of did. I don't necessarily think he was lying completely. Like he made some. Hold on. Did you watch the special?
I didn't care.
Okay, so there's that. If you watch the special, you'll understand. Like he made some very interesting and compelling points. Like, wait a minute, maybe the dudes that we thought jumped him weren't the dudes that jumped him after all. Maybe he actually, I came away saying, yo, maybe he did get jumped, just not by them. But anywho, I say all that because there's a former, I'm getting this right off ABC News, former congressional staffer accused of faking politically motivated attack. Oh boy. Natalie Green paid so he's 26 years old, paid a body modification artist to scar her, didn't claim she had been assaulted in a politically motivated crime in July. Oh, you can't. I'm, I'm trying not to laugh, but I'm like, you can't make it that obvious.
Like I
You,
said,
you
not so smart. So that's gotta be done under the table.
way under the
No one
table.
can trace that back. You just walked up to somebody and say, "Yo, you just give me this card." And yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like at least Jussie had some credibility. We believed Jussie for a good long while. Like, yo, justice for Jussie. Justice for the gay Tupac. His words, not mine.
Um,
Hey, his words, not mine.
People trying to
Somehow
be
you get
cool.
jumped and get a noose wrapped around your neck and you come out of it, I'm the gay Tupac. Anywho, and
We
for
supposed
anyone
to
who's not,
believe that? The hell no. I'm sorry, brother. Yeah, nah.
but yeah, charged now, unlike Jussie, well, no, he actually got charged. Ocean City, New Jersey resident has been charged with one count of conspiracy to convey false statements and hoaxes. Damn, that's a charge. So that and one count of making false statements to federal law enforcement. Yikes, that might be it. If you get a federal charge for the
Natural selection. I love it. It just might be time, man. We need a great reset. So hey, if they gonna reset themselves, keep doing it.
oh
Right,
my
prove that
gosh,
message.
this ain't good. When your attorney says she is innocent until proven guilty, dog, that ain't a good.
That's all he said. That's all they said. You are innocent to prove. Not, oh, they didn't do this. The justice will be served. No, they are innocent to prove it. Ah, thank you, Captain. I appreciate that. Yes, so but okay. Yeah, she gets
I'm paying you how many hundreds of dollars an hour for you, and that's your statement.
50 Cent voice. Yeah, he did this. He did this. That's what she. Yeah, she did this. Yeah. I'm sorry. I hope. Hey, know how to defend somebody. Join a gang or something.
And listen, I don't care if you got me on camera walking into the store. You my lawyer. You better come up with something better than that. She's innocent until proven guilty. Nah, fam, that's not how you make $800 an hour. That ain't it.
It's too
That
late
ain't it.
now. He getting his check. He already know. Hey, he's gonna lose a battle. I might as well. Hey,
Okay. At the age of 26, oh wait, maybe this is gonna be better. the age of 26, my client served her community working full time to assist the constituents of congressmen with loyalty and fidelity. She did that while being a full time student. Under the law, she is presumed innocent and reserves all of her defenses for presentation in a court of law. That's a lot of words to say to some bullshit.
I mean, that's lawyer. I'm done. That's better than what you just said. At least that's a little bit more. Trying to paint the picture better. So yeah, that's much better than what you just said. He's earning that 800 an hour, whatever. Yeah.
Anybody, prosecutors allege Green and a co-conspirator called 911, saying that they had been attacked by three men with a gun at an Egg Harbor Township State Park. So they just ran up on you at the park, huh? Okay. They found Green in a wooded area with zip ties, lacerations on her heads and chest. A sexual slur referencing Trump in a statement calling her former employee racist were written on her stomach. Dog, did you just watch the? Let me. Okay, all right. Let me stop. Let me stop. Because this may have actually happened the way she said it did, and I don't want to look like the a-hole guy that's making light of a woman being attacked. But when charges have been brought against you, this might all be some wrong here. And this is straight out of Jussie Smollett playbook.
I said, they did all that and kept you alive. So you can tell the tale.
Sometimes it's not about money, it's about sending a message.
This had nothing to do about money. This was about the message that you just offered. Yeah.
I mean,
Whatever.
she sold it. I'm looking at a picture. She's like face down in the dirt, hands behind her. She wasn't zip tied nicely. Like she didn't do this herself. You can't zip tie
I
your
mean, the
own
ultimate
ankle.
thing, you said she got the scars or whatever were makeup artists, right?
Yeah.
So that's the evidence. If the scars go away, because scars don't just rub off or whatever, then there you go. It's done. Just prove the scars are fake. If you prove the scars are fake, then hey, just open the cell up for her. There you go.
Like I'm looking at the pictures taken at the scene. She is like face down, hands behind the back, tied up, ankles tied up. You went through a lot of trouble to sell it. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. The investigation revealed that Green had not, in fact, been attacked by three men at gunpoint. Instead, Green had paid a body modification and scarification, didn't know that was a thing, scarification artist to deliberately cut lacerations on her face, neck, upper chest, and shoulder based on a pattern she had provided beforehand.
Oh, so it's a real scar. He really cut her up. It was just she let it happen, right? It's not makeup.
Oh,
She really cut her up.
oh shit! Stop. Look, law enforcement also found zip ties in Green's car, allegedly consistent with the ones used to bind her on the night of the attack,
Yeah. Hey, easy paycheck, lawyer. Good stuff. Good stuff.
and discovered that Green's co-conspirators searched zip ties near me. I'm done. Um, um, um.
That's like typing in before you off somebody how to commit a murder and get away with it in Google. But you put it on incognito mode, thinking that you safe. Like, what? Hey, I'm so glad stupid people are criminals at times, boy.
Oh yeah.
I'm so glad.
Oh, okay. So now I can laugh. Now I can laugh. I get it. I didn't want to go there because hey, you never know this might have happened. This might be a Jussie thing, and it really did happen, and we're just not. Okay, now I'm laughing. Now I'm
Nah,
absolutely laughing.
I was laughing regardless. The feds picking your ass up. It's not like a regular. This is Fed stuff. So usually they don't go after you unless it's real. Like they found something to get your ass. Like you left that much evidence in the car in your search history.
Well, no. The search was by the homie, so she didn't do it. The homie did it.
That's yeah, it's guilty by association. Yeah. You boy.
I just,
Shout out to
I
Donald
just,
Trump, man. That quote will always live in my head because you are right. Smart people don't like me. You
com-
are absolutely right.
completely, completely,
That's why I don't think
bro.
he's an idiot. I think he knows exactly what he's doing. He's a grifter. You can't be stupid and be a grifter.
This is
So
true.
he knows exactly what he's doing.
This is true.
I
This
like I
is
said,
true.
I don't think he's like I said, I don't think he's stupid. I think this is all part of the plan. He plays to his audience, which is stupid. So yeah.
This is true. And before anyone wants to jump out in the street and jump out there and you're calling people, as I always say, when I feel like smacking around the entertaining the intellectualism of a puppy, and you get go to a back and forth with MAGA folks, as I always politely remind them of, check the education levels of the biggest MAGA states.
I mean, I don't even have to do that. We can just do simple terms. What I just said. Your own person just said called you stupid. Like
That too.
I don't even need more evidence than that. The person you look up
That
to
too.
called you stupid
That too.
with a
But
smile
that,
on his
that's
face and laughed.
but see, I like facts. I like facts too,
No,
because it's
that's a
like,
fact. He said it.
oh, I
At
know.
that point, there's at that point, what do you need? The person you look like. It's like saying whatever you were, whatever. God literally said y'all stupid. Your favorite celebrity said all my fans are stupid, which is pretty much what it is. It's like, well, we're not stupid. We just support him. Well, I know. So yeah,
I
nah,
just,
y'all stupid. Like I'm sorry, your own person
I,
said that. There you
I need y'all to be better. Look, if you're gonna do crime, be better.
No,
Get over it.
no, no. I like stupid criminals. It makes it easier to catch. Don't be smart.
All right, because we're not gonna make it a black white thing. I'm gonna make it a hood non hood thing. Listen, if you come from the hood, odds are you're gonna have plenty of conversations, some intentional, some unintentional, with cats on the run with warrants, sometimes from the feds. We done dapped up and seen people that's moving hella bricks for a good minute. True story. The neighborhood I grew up in had an infamous weed house on Sanford that stood for literal decades. Literal decades. So, they knew, quote unquote, how to be criminals. Some of y'all really suck at it. Y'all really suck at this criminal thing.
Not for everybody.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a running joke amongst folks my age. It's a whole bar for everything. This this reminds me of gangster shit. Either follow the codes or don't sell cocaine. This life is swallow you whole, so get out the game. Go to church every Sunday, homie, and pray hard. And drug dealing, don't quit your day job. The sentiment is the same here. You should have stayed a staffer. You should have found something safe to do with your time. Because faking a hate crime, I don't even know it's a hate crime because it's Trump related, but faking a crime of this nature with a homie that's literally going to Google zip ties near me.
And then have to zip ties to the.
Yo,
Hey, shout out to y'all, man. Hey,
I hope you go to the Fed. I really do. I hope you do the Fed crime. I hope you do 6 months in the Fed because
you
I'd
got to.
love to be there for the conversation. Yeah, what you went for?
Oh, it's all there. You gonna know. It's probably gonna make national. Hey, I guess our only chance is, the Lord and Savior you did it for pardons you. That's
Right,
that's
right.
that's your, and He might do it. So there is some there. So it might be a light at the end of the tunnel. But if not, you deserve to just be stupid. There you go. Ah,
Oh, I'm waiting to get to this one because this is just special kind of goofy. So, speaking of stupid, so in the US and amongst all the people, there are certain things that we talked about this before. When you hear it, there's an immediate question that comes. When you hear and you see a headline that says, you know, man uppercutted alligator, you pretty much have to, the next question is, there's a Florida, wasn't there? There's a Florida, wasn't there? Okay, cool, 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 cool. um, so there are certain crimes you hear, and you automatically know probably what ethnicity they were. So in the land of very goofy things to do, like dog, Texas is a really big state, really big state. I'm guessing y'all might be in one of the boring parts because I can't even think of well, how good must the meth be to come up with this cock and me idea? This must be the good stuff. This must be the good stuff. What am I talking about? And I kid you not, I'm reading this headline. Try not to laugh. Texas men plotted coup to make Haitian women, children sex slaves and recruit DC homeless. I'm gonna just let that wash over for this. This is what happens when you dismantle the Department of Education and try to whitewash history. Because if you knew anything about history, right? You knew anything.
Haiti,
Honestly,
last place you ever want to try that shit. Because they were the first successful slave. Like, you know what? I wish they would have let him go. Just let him go. Go. Boy, tear them a new asshole. Talk about sex
oh,
slaves.
damn, check it out. We'll even give you a boat and two guns. Go for it.
Nah, I ain't give you guns. You can use some bow and arrows. Good luck, bro. So,
No,
hey,
no,
you get a
no.
first class trip over there. Go ahead. Nice try. Boy,
Oh
the
gosh.
stuff they do to you would be biblical.
No, from
They
this
they
lady famous Gavin Rivers Weinsberg, Tanner Christopher Thomas, 21 and 20 years old. Dog, did you?
I think they might not even be old enough to play that game, but I think they play Army or two or something. That's what they play.
The good news is you're 20 years old, my guy. So, oh no, you over 18, so you're still screwed. I'm sorry, my bad. I was at least you're
Right.
still a minor. You're not. You're not.
No, no, enough to
You're
drink. Well, one always you shit, but yeah,
no, one is 21, one is 20. But once you're over 18, you can do real time. So I just have somebody, they're from the Dallas area. Oh, because of course they are. Cowboys win 2 games. This is what y'all come up with.
yeah. Let's go to Haiti. All the places in the world. Go to Haiti for that. Ah,
What do they know? I was curious how all this worked. So they got legit charged with conspiracy to commit murder, maim, or kidnap in a foreign country. And this is a Fed crime. I've talked a lot of stuff about misusage of my tax dollars on federal BS. I'm not mad at this one. Not exactly.
I am. Let them go. I would like to see how fast that those plans go south. They's not playing over there.
Oh,
Like, dog, you went to the wrong side of the island for that. There's another side that's more, even there you probably get your ass whooped, but Haiti is not playing with you, bro.
so
Army of two ass both, man. Y'all not Army of two, man. What do you guys want to do?
army of two goofs. Um, Court documents say that between August 2024 and July this year, they allegedly conspired to recruit and lead an unlawful expeditionary force to Ganave Island, an island in Haiti with about 87,000 residents. I promise you. And see, and let me be clear, this is not a knock to Haitians. This is not to presume to call them some kind of savages, nothing like that. This is to say they done fucked y'all up one good time.
No, this is say
Forgetting
like
a
dog.
mercenary force. It's 87,000 people there. Even if only half of them are men, that's 40,000 dudes. This is worse than, 100 dudes versus the gorilla. It's 40, it's two of you. Two.
Uh,
Two. Wait, my bad. You did try to recruit an army. My bad. I'm
of
sorry.
homeless
You,
people. And how are you gonna get over there with all those homeless people? Because they're not gonna be able to afford to get there. So, and then also, like, dog, it ain't savages. It's just when it's time to do what they gotta do, they will. It's been proven. It's fuck around, find out country. Literally. You know
how do
what?
you see more details?
Like, dog, this is not no hood, no, but this is like real stuff. Like people in real survival mode, they not playing. You're
And
not
and
used to
then
that. Y'all scared to probably go to fucking South Dallas or whatever. So y'all gonna go to Haiti? You can't even go
right.
to South Dallas with that shit. So, all
And
right, you're right.
and and again, who is getting these attorneys? Their attorney has not yet seen any evidence, but he thinks the prosecutors are going to have a real hard time trying to prove that Thomas and Weinsberg actually intended to carry out such a plot. And I quote, they never tried to do any of this.
You're being charged for plotting. Hey,
And
lawyers get paid, man. Hey, shut
my
up.
God, boy, I need to pass the bar. I need to pass the bar because
That's the hardest thing, apparently. Once you
yo,
pass that,
dog.
hey,
So you couldn't. The government gonna have a real hard time. They never plan to do any of this. That's your statement to the media.
right.
You just as stupid as this.
Is he stupid? Or is it like, hey, I'm getting this check is about to clear, dog. I don't really get, I don't know. That's another thing why I couldn't be a lawyer on top of many things. Because I damn sure won't pass no bar. So
And
respect to
I
that.
take my
But
statement back. I actually am mad. I gotta take my statement back. This is not how you use my federal dollars. Certain shit you just gotta look at it and be like, you know what? It's cool.
that's what I said. Just go.
You're right.
Hey,
This one carries its own penalty. This, how you 20, you 21, and y'all gonna recruit some of the homeless folk from DC, and we
future.
gonna go take over.
Ah, this is the future and youth you talk about, huh? And next generation.
No,
This what
no,
you
it's
got
not.
faith in? This what you got faith in? Ah, how many more examples do we need of young people that you have so much faith in
Oh
doing
my,
more stupid stuff than their fucking ancestors? Yeah, hey.
oh my God.
Ah, this your king?
No, it's not. It's not.
I don't know. I keep seeing young people doing stupid shit.
The I'm just what just
Boy.
yo. It's got to be a public defender because I swear to God, you couldn't pay me. You could not pay. I'll defend fake attack girl before I'll defend these two. I'm sorry. I'll defend fake attack girl.
Check on
I
clear.
can, I can defend that. I can't defend this.
The check
You
on clear, man. This will be easy
y'all
peasy.
got a brain cell between you two. So walk me through it. You were sitting at home playing Call of Duty and you came up with the idea. Eh,
Should be
uh,
the punishment. They shouldn't even go to jail. The punishment shit, they gotta get shipped over there. It should be the punishment.
And again, I want to be careful because I don't want to presume Haitians are vicious and savage people.
No, but they will defend themselves.
Yeah, against you
So,
two
and
pasty
like
white
that,
asses.
it ain't got nothing to do with savagery. Like, dog, yeah, we just talking about different environments and different mindsets of people. They're in survival mode. Y'all scared to go to fucking hood in Dallas. So imagine that times 50 and somewhere else in a whole nother country. Like,
I'm
dog, it's different levels to this. Like, dog, and that's not nothing to do with savage. It's just mindset in the way people live. Like,
out of
you two
all of the
pale white
things,
asses ain't gonna go there with guns or whatever. Y'all just gonna take a coup on the entire country.
out of all of the things that I just
Man,
to a certain degree, you kind of got to marvel at it because out of all the things going on in the world, in this country, so on and so forth, how did this make the Fed's radar? Like,
I think it was a
how did
joke.
now they did have, great fantasies and so on and so forth. I'm like,
Like, y'all need to be locked in the jail just because of what y'all was trying to do.
yeah, I
Like,
just
let's not gloss over what they were trying to do when they were there. Women in
no
jail.
doubt, no
Like,
doubt, no doubt, and this further proves my point. That now this proves going a little bit off. This kind of
that's
proves my
savage.
point.
That's savagery right there.
It is,
The proper
but
term for the proper people. But yeah,
it is, it is. I just. Oh, it just gets worse the more I read. The men learned military tactics in Creole to prepare. They really so they learned Creole language, recruited other people to help them with the invasion, and research weapons and ammunition.
Google is not your friend, bro. J Lie. Google is not your friend.
So this one goofball, Weinsberg, allegedly enrolled in a fire academy in Dallas. Um, but
He
wait,
failed.
wait, that gets funny about a bit. I can't make this. Weisberg allegedly enrolled in a fire academy in the Dallas area to receive training that would be useful in the attack, but failed out of the school.
So you can't even pass that. You think you gonna take over a country? You might try to bob yourself is what I mean.
You're going to put a pin on the grenade and hold on to it, ain't you? You you're
Like,
going
yeah,
to count down
it's
to
gonna
three
take a
seconds.
minute to explode, not 30 seconds or whatever. A
You're going to
minute.
put a pin and hold on to it and count to 4 seconds by yourself, ain't you? You're just going to hold
Yep.
it in your hand and count to four.
A one, a two. What comes after two?
Okay.
Hey. See, yeah, like sometimes you just gotta let natural selection do its thing, man.
Then he allegedly traveled to Thailand and planned to learn to sail, only to never end up enrolling in lessons because of the cost. You broke and stupid.
That's what I'm saying. How you even gonna fund all this? You gotta get all the homeless people there. Like, huh? Hey,
Oh. At least the other dude was kind of smart. He joined the Air Force to acquire military skills relevant to the invasion plan.
he's still
Changed
stupid.
his assignment to Air Force to Andrews in Maryland so he can be closer to the sea and facilitate recruiting people experiencing homelessness. Oh, they believed they could pay them to join the invasion. Dog, you couldn't.
Couldn't even pay for the school. Hey, man. Delusion is a very powerful thing.
Oh gosh, they can face up to life in prison. Um,
Your life's about to be going.
if they are convicted of federal production of child porn, they face at least 15 to 30. I, I'm with you. Ultimately, this is one of those. If this flies, well, because this idiot enrolled in the Air Force, I guess now it becomes a bigger deal. Like if you dumb fucks could have just sat in your basement and did the meth and
Nah, because if they into children like that, suggest nah, they need to be guy.
and this is where thank you for being normal. I thank you for not having me have you discover you trying to plot to invade a fucking country. Thank you.
Nah,
Thank
not
you.
yet. Not yet.
I just
Can you invade your own country? Say that, but
because
nah, that's
I've been 20. I was a dad at 20. I've been 20. You've been 20.
yeah.
Neither of us has thought about invading a country to sexually enslave people.
No,
Like they didn't quite cross.
no. Well, I guess the only hope is their brain ain't fully developed, you know?
That's all you got. That's really, and it also goes to what I've also said. And I don't mean to serious it out, but I've always said, look, being a pedo is a mental disease. It's not just a sexual thing. It is something, something's off up here.
Oh,
If you are letting the idea of touching young people, male or female, touching young people in a sexual way run through your head, there's something off up there. You
yeah.
know, we're not just talking to a guy that's in the feet. We're talking to somebody that's into some whole nother other shit. That's
How the feet fetish people gotta be involved. That's a completely different thing.
I'm just saying, some people think that's weird. I'm
I
like,
mean,
hey,
not my thing, but hey,
look, I'm not,
a
listen, right
fetish,
now,
if that's your fetish, that's your fetish. I would prefer you do that than children. That's
right,
not a fetish.
it's,
That's a
I
sickness.
promise you, it is a woman right now living a great life off nothing but feet pics.
Yeah.
Promise you that. Promise you
Hey,
that.
sucker born every day. I don't even blame him. In this
I
economy,
can't go suck it. If that's your,
no,
if that's your thing, that's your thing. You ain't hurting. Kids and kittens ain't getting hurt.
nah, you still suck, but hey, you're a moral sucker.
Well, I can't even call you sucker because at least you're paying for a service. See, the suckers is the dudes doing it without people's
Nah,
permission.
you're a sucker because you
That's the
can
sucker.
probably see all that for free, but you're a sucker.
Oh, see,
I
there
mean,
you
but
go.
but yeah,
There you go. But
but hey, it is your buddy, so hey, sucker born every day, man. They be all right.
if you if your goofy ass hadn't enrolled in the military, you may not have got this may not have got as far as it did, but here we are. Okay. So into other hoaxes. This was kind of wild. Believe you said it to me on the Campbell soup tip. So yikes. I've said numerous times, I'm not sure I've said it much in the show, but I've said it in conversation with you offline. We're fast approaching the point where if you didn't grow it or kill it yourself, you kind of got to wonder how safe it is. You're taking a chance.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just how big a chance. Like if you grow your own garden, you're good. If you have a farm and you grow your own hogs, or somehow you have your own cow, you're good. Other than that, it is inherent risk. It is inherent risk. That's why, even from a trainer perspective, I kind of laugh a little bit with you talking about, oh, you need to eat organic. Oh, you don't need the pork. Dog,
dog.
you know how many
If it has more than one or two ingredients on the back of it, it's not organic. They literally just put this like as that's marketing 101. Slap the title on it. People are going to ignore what's actually in it. They're not going to check the nutrition label. They damn sure not going to check the ingredients. So
well, if you hold on, if you're eating organic and it has the organic label on it, you're supposed to be able to trust that.
no, you can't.
All nonsense aside, if it
No,
has the organic certified organic label on it, you're supposed to be able to
no,
trust
you
that.
can't because it has if it has more than one or two ingredients. Like I said, that's not just organic because they're adding other shit to it. That's not organic. That's a marketing like I this is someone I have to watch where I eat because it's certain stuff I can't eat anymore. So I look at these labels and the ingredients, and then some of the stuff with organic, and I see that damn near it's about the same as the regular ish. The true
Oh,
organic stuff has one, two, maybe three tops ingredients. And it's all stuff that you understand and can pronounce and spell.
yeah,
Like
they
if you
quick to
can't
be
pronounce it or spell it, don't know what it is, it ain't organic, mom.
so they quick to have a polyuroethyl methyl
Yeah.
butane again.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Yeah, that's organic.
why am I eating something with 6 syllables?
I'm eating organic germs. That's what I'm eating. Like, yo, what is this?
Like, no, why am I eating something with 6 syllables? That's not the that don't seem healthy, Mike. How? 1 syllable.
Yeah. Hey, organic
One
peanut butter,
syllable.
roasted nuts, salt. Wow.
Done. Done.
Shout out Trader Joe's. But yeah, like, but then you look at Jiffy and or whatever that says organic, and it be, like you said, Pearly King, Jurassic Park stuff. Oh, what is this? Not organic, bro. Don't read the title. Read the book.
Right. So why are we talking about this? Campbell soup, chunky soup. This is interesting. This is
God,
so. And this is why you got to be careful how you treat your employees, especially if you ride a little bit dirty. Former employee, I'm getting this off USA Today. Former employee claims in a lawsuit that a Campbell's company executive called the company's products highly processed food for poor people. Ouch!
did he lie?
Ouch! We let's find out. Yikes! How did this get? This is where it gets a little wild. Robert Garza, a former cybersecurity analyst. Dog, you in cybersecurity? You ain't even there to sue. You you in cybersecurity? Damn, B, you bad. What's also wild is you in cybersecurity. It's one of the hottest jobs in the country. Like you can work in cybersecurity. You can get another gig. At least you should be able to. Filed a racial discrimination and racial harassment suit against the company in Michigan. This is November 2024 with the company's VP. The Martin Valley said Campbell's food is highly processed food for poor people. Why poor people gotta get it? Like, so rich people don't eat Campbell soup? Is that what you're saying? Everybody loves soup. You ain't gotta make $1 million to love soup. Everybody loves soup. Come on now. The soup. I don't eat soup. But anywho, everybody loves soup. See, even called the Indian workers at the company idiots. He disliked working with them. Bro came in allegedly high on marijuana and edibles.
Okay.
I've never been high, but I don't think marijuana make you talk reckless and crazy. In fact, everybody I've ever been around high on marijuana has been real mellow and laid back and chill. So
Right.
there's that.
Probably the nose candy. But yeah.
Yeah, that don't sound like weed, my guy.
Nah,
You don't weed don't make you racist. We
it actually might make you unracist now, but hey, that's not like nose candy to me, because that's more what exec style right there.
the person can be heard saying he doesn't buy Campbell's products anymore because he doesn't know what's in it. Now, see, full stop. That's the problem. If you the VP and you don't buy it because you don't know what's in it,
Yeah,
ooh, that's that.
that's not, I mean, I don't know. It's not breaking news. You just got caught saying the quiet part out loud. Like, what lie did he say? This is just food. Yeah, the poor people. I don't touch that. I mean, yeah.
He thinks it contains bioengineered meat.
There's gonna be a problem, by the way, and it's already happened.
Hmm.
So yeah.
And I quote, I don't want to eat a fucking piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer, do you?
Dang.
This is where it gets problematic. Because if you're thinking like I'm thinking, so what did Campbell's actually say? In
Not good.
a statement regarding the lawsuit, it's Campbell says, if the comments heard on the radio recording were in fact made by Mr. Valley, they are unacceptable. Such language does not reflect our values and the culture of our company. We do not tolerate that kind of language under any circumstances. So
Didn't
we
deny it.
just we we not.
The first thing I'd have said as a food brand, it's like, yo, that's all false. Our food and our chicken and all this is real. Like, not that we don't tolerate this. It sounds like you mad because he exposed the shit. Like, yo, that would be the first thing I address. I don't care about nothing else. This is business. Our stuff is real stuff, real ingredients that you can feed to little poor ass Johnny. Not now. Not,
Bro, I don't walked you through the plant. I showed you us cut up the chicken. You, you, you,
hey,
oh, oh shit.
Good God, man. Hey, say the quiet part out loud. There you go.
Lawyers are 0 for 3 today. At this show, we're 0 for 3. Ain't no way a PR person or a lawyer is going to tell you that's the statement to
That's
make.
not the
So
state. Yeah,
first thing you say, like, no, we dicing up real chickens
yeah,
backstage, right? We got
yeah.
real chickens getting chopped up as we speak.
That's what I said. The fact that you ain't denying, just said we don't approve this language. What the?
How
Hey,
dare you speak badly about our 3D printed meat?
right. Don't you dare talk about our target audience. What's wrong with you, man?
Oh shit. Oh, you can't make this up, dog. Your legal team has failed you, sir. Your,
Yeah.
your legal team has failed. Yo, can I get the answers to a bar exam in a box of cereal? Is that we in the wrong profession, dog. We can lawyer better than this.
Yeah, but I see why it's very hard to get into because, boy,
Like, listen, dog. I know you want to release this statement, but I would say take it under advisement. The first thing you would want to mention is the fact that these allegations are false and
mm-hmm,
you're using natural 100% pure ingredients.
mm-hmm,
You everything after that, it's what you like it to be. But
pretty
I
much
would suggest making that the first thing you mention.
the very first thing. The fact that he ain't mentioned it at all just makes it even worse.
Oh,
False statements. Like, nah, you need to like, I'm sorry, you gotta be out there with your chest up, like, nah, dog, the slaughterhouse is right there next door, and we dicing them up right. Man, yeah, that's what you need to.
like
You need to do
I
an
like to
MTV tour of the factory. That's what you need to do to tell them this is
right,
real
like
chicken. This is real stuff. There's
excuse
no
me, sir.
printers here.
Like, excuse me, sir, you have feathers on your jacket. I do. It looks like the feathers come from real chickens.
Hey, sorry, Peter. I'm sorry. Like that, you just killed both of them. Like said the food is fake and then not healthy, and then you just singled out your audience,
Oh
the
my
poor
God. Yeah,
people.
I'm just like, what about all the athletes that, because Campbell's Chunky Soup has a great partnership, I think, with the NFL.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a thing when you get the commercial with your moms.
yeah.
Donovan McNabb, his moms did it.
Hey,
I think the Kelsey boys did it. The Chunky Soup commercial with the shit with the NFL. Come to find out, it's just for poor people.
I mean that's advertisement. I mean, hey, Subway has somebody as their spokesman. Look what that
Oh,
turned
see,
out.
why Jared got to catch trays? Yeah, why Jared got to catch
You
trays?
know why he got catch straight. You heard that shit. But yeah, hey, that's just marketing. Like, they're gonna get celebrity because people are obsessed with celebrities, so they're gonna listen to whatever they say. So yeah, I get it. They just doing it for a paycheck, and y'all just doing it for more sales. I don't really care about the people consuming it. Most companies and corporations do, if not all. So hey, you just had one stupid enough to admit it.
I
Ah,
just,
you better
I,
hope that's AI, bro. That's your only hope. Better
I
hope
just,
that's
I
AI.
can't. Again, lawyer fail, lawyer fail, lawyer fail. Let's see. So the next one is very interesting. I'm just trying to see what we have here. Cambridge University has allegedly reversed skin cells aging by like 20 years. And wow. And I'm trying to find something credible on it. I see a bunch of video because it got some age on it from 2022. It's a weird. So okay, so let me see. This involves using a modified version of the Nobel Prize winning Yamanaka factor technique to rewind the biological clock by about 30 years without losing cells, identity, or specialized function. The research has also shown rejuvenation in rat brain stem cells by manipulating their environment could have significant implications for treating age-related diseases by restoring tissue at a cellular level. So that is promising. Okay, so here's where this gets interesting. If we keep it there, and I was wondering where they were going, right? If this is just so you can be 60 and look 30, trash, right? That's just fuck out of here. But if this is to stop age related, there are certain things that happen to the human body as you get older, even if you're in the best of health. Because some of this shit is just a lot of people get, especially in this country, a lot of people just get older and things break down because you've spent years working. You haven't spent years taking care of yourself. You spent years eating like trash, not getting enough sleep, partying, blah 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 blah. And you're singling out. I'm just saying, people in this country treat their body like you can just turn it and get a new one. You can't. At least not for us poor people. We eat Campbell's chunky soup.
By design.
It goes back to my Elysium thing. Like pretty soon, it's going to be this floaty thing in the sky where everyone there is perfect health and can live to be like. Because from what I forgot, I learned it in school. I forgot. I've never looked it up and fact checked it, but from what I understand, um, your lifespan is one thing. Your life expectancy is another. Lifespan is okay. How long can your stuff last? If everything were perfect, from what I remember, our lifespan is like between 110 and 120. Life isn't perfect, however, we get diseases, we party, we do the drugs, we do the Molly. So your life expectancy is around 70-ish, right? So think about it, that's a huge difference. Like your body, if you took care of it in perfect conditions, all of your stuff could last between 110 and 120 years.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
life your life expectancy, however, is 50 years less because life be life. That's saying something. That's saying something. Like 70, 73-ish, 120. That's 50 years you getting you that is 50 years, give or take, you can potentially cheated out of. So yeah, if they found a way to decelerate aging or reverse aging, then it also means you might be able to stop the progression of Alzheimer's or certain other diseases that are seemingly age related. Now, again, this is skin cells. I understand Alzheimer's is by no stretch of the imagination a skin disease, right? But if you can gradually slow down the aging thing, you get closer to living that 120 and you get further away from the age related issues that come away from it. So I guess my question to you, good thing or bad?
If it's just skin stuff, then you're just gonna look younger, but you're still gonna be old on the inside. So that's not gonna stop what you just said, Alzheimer's or diseases that are internal. You just gonna look young as hell. Now, if the goal is all cells are going to be reversed, which I'm pretty sure it is, because humans, especially rich people, want to live fucking forever, then yeah, it will be a problem. But right now, it's not. But we all know it's heading in that direction. And then that's when it will be a problem. Because then there'll be a price on your life, literally. So, yeah.
Wow. This I don't know, man. I'm just looking at what you're saying here. Rewinding the biological clock. A technique was developed to rewind the biological age of skin cells by about 30 years, with the rejuvenated cells showing signs of faster wound healing. So now we're kind of turning us into Wolverine and
Skin.
increased collagen production similar to younger cells. So again, as you age, certain things naturally start to break down. This is saying like, hey, if you fall and scrape your knees, a 9-year old, that might be back to normal by the time, a couple days. As
If
you
that.
age, skin breaks, da, 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 everything that goes through life be life in. If I,
Yeah.
I'm not even 50, but if I fall and scrape a knee, it might take a little longer to heal.
Yeah.
Skin ages, everything ages.
Yeah.
They found a way to reverse your cells back to 30 years younger.
That's your skin. Respectfully, I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about everything else.
So,
Yeah.
funny you should mention it. The team is hopeful that this technique can be applied to other tissues
Yep.
and exploring how it could be adapted for clinical therapies to treat age-related diseases like heart
Uh-huh.
disease, diabetes,
Right.
Alzheimer's.
Right. Uh-huh. Yeah. So you're saying exactly what I just said. Thank you. Yeah. And that's where the issue comes. Is where I said it's gonna be a bad thing. But yeah.
Um, another study, scientists were able to rejuvenate rat brain stem cells by growing them on a soft material, demonstrating that environmental stiffness is a key factor in age-related cell dysfunction. So we're now talking literally damn near turning us into Wolverine. Potential future implications.
It doesn't die.
Significant step forward to regenerative medicine could revolutionize how age-related diseases are treated by restoring damaged tissue and healthier aging. The ultimate aim is to develop treatments that can keep people healthier for longer by reversing some aspects of aging in the cellular level. So, boom, that's where I was going.
You want to live forever though. That's what I
No,
fear.
no, 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 no. You again, we're already being cheated out of almost 50 years.
Good. Like what? Like no. We you stop with the naiveness, please. You know where this is headed. You know where this is headed. They want to live forever. That's a known secret. I mean, yeah, not even a secret. It's known at this point, especially the elite. It makes sense for them because you live such a glorious life. Why would you want dead? But no, we need to die. That's what we're born to do. To die.
Okay. So
It,
hold
it,
on, hold on, hold on.
no,
Let me ask you something. Because here's where this gets interesting for me, right? We're already, if we do it like this, we're already being cheated out of close to 50 years. That's one. Two, if you factor in the BS we put our bodies through in this country in particular. So let's be real. If you live to 75, there's a high percentage of folks from 65 to 70, depending on your health status, that 65 to 75 might be miserable. You might be in a freaking nursing home. You might not be able to, like, the projections for diabetes related and other disease related issues over the next generation by the time you're 60 is through the roof. Quality of life is where I'm going.
no, you're
If
not.
our
You ain't gonna be
body
able to
is
afford
all
that. That ain't for you. Like, dog, we know what the end goal is. The end goal is to live forever. Like, I don't know why you just glossing over that. Like, yeah, it seems good in the short term, even though you won't be able to afford it. But yeah, like the system itself, because you said, oh, quality of living, it's by design here. Like the life expectancy in Japan is much higher than here. In
okay.
Asian countries, much higher because their quality of living and what they put in their body, they're more health conscious about, and it's a collective thing versus here. So a lot of places
Okay.
all over the world are already closer to that lifespan.
So I'm gonna give you a thing. The longer you're
That's just
alive,
here. Here we need it because motherfuckers is unhealthy. But it's not always their fault because this is how this is designed. But yeah,
so let me if I don't and I'm not completely disrupting what you're saying, but I'm just going off another angle. The goal is not to live forever per se. Let's look at this from a profit standpoint. If the goal is this underhanded thing of capitalism that you can usually find, dog, take then we've already seen the holding back of the cure for diabetes, right? The bottom line is if our bodies right now, our stuff can last, if taken care of, can last for 120, and we are dropping at 70 to 75. Do you know how much more money I can make off of you keeping your ass alive until 110?
you know how much I can keep you alive if you need it forever? Dog, it's pretty much the diabetes thing, but times a million. You need diabetes, you need the insulin, all that. You're dependent on them for the rest of your life because if you don't, you die. So now let's put it like this: you're over 100+ years old. You need to keep getting this treatment to live, to keep living as long as you
Well,
want. So
hold
you will
on.
have a dependency on me for the rest of your life because the second you stop, you will die. And that's the one fear that damn near everyone in this world has. And that is the ultimate money glitch right there. And mostly it's mostly probably for rich people anyway. So I'm not even worried about if regular people want to get it. If they do, it's going to be just the same way you getting charged out your ass for insulin. It'll be tenfold for that.
No, because you keep the poor. Okay, so not to go too far down a crazy rabbit hole. Listen, if I can, so we're talking right now, we're talking about treatments to reverse aging, de-age by about 30 years. That would push everybody's life expectancy from about 70, 75 to 105. You and I both know most of these systems run because of the presence of the poor. If
Yeah.
I can squeeze 30 more years out of you in jail, that's cheap labor. If I can squeeze 30 more years out of you taking bullshit medication, that's more like you don't need to live forever. You just tack on 30 more years to a fucked up life. You know how much more money that is? Because if everyone lives forever, at some point there really will be overcrowding. No, just 30
We're
more
already
years.
there. Stop, stop. We're already at the overcrowding point. Like we passed that a long time ago. So yes, now it's
No,
just like, all
bro.
right, we're just gonna keep spawning money because you literally need it to survive.
Actually, you yourself said, no, we're not at overcrowding. We're at over hoarding. There's
No,
plenty of space.
no, no.
There's plenty of space.
I no, I said there's plenty of resources. Yes, but we're still overcrowded. Like that, the two things can be true. Like I've never said that there's not enough people. When I told you the number of people that we have now was 9 billion and we're approaching 10 billion probably in the next 10 years, and you said, oh no, no, that's not gonna happen. No, no, no. And we looked it up and we looked it up. We were at I think 9 billion when our last time we looked it up. So we could be approaching 10 anytime soon. So yeah, 10 billion people with all the fucked up shit that we do, not to just each other, but the environment and everything else. Yeah, that's not good.
Like I said, it's not. I get what you're saying, but no, the plot twist isn't. I'm going to advance this technology so I can live forever.
Yes, it
Because
is.
what fun is living forever if I don't have people underneath me? You know that's how
You
rich elites
will.
think.
You there will always be poor. Majority of the population, newsflash, breaking news, are mostly poor. And what are they going to do? Reproduce. Like I said, my first stance wasn't live forever was for everybody. It was for the rich only. Because, like I said, they're not going to have everyone live forever. Certain people will. So yeah,
I'm just
you can
looking
do
at
the
it from
30 years for the
standpoint.
like. I would combine our two things. Rich people live forever, and
I
the poor
mean,
people get
think
the 30
again.
years. There you go.
I hate to think from a cruel perspective, but you know how this goes. Think about it. If you're a 22-year-old, you commit a murder, you do a life, you get sentenced to life. As it stands, I can make money off you for a good 40 to 50 years, possibly, right? Now imagine if a life sentence now, imagine a life sentence is now until you're 105.
Yeah,
You know how much money the system is gonna make off you?
right. And rich people will live forever to keep making money off.
Like I said, I'm just looking at it from right now you drop at 70 to 75. You
Here,
extend that.
here. That's just here. You're talking about American stuff. That's not everywhere else. Like I said, the life expectancy in other countries are like 90, 95. There's people like living to hundreds, and that's normal. Living to 100 here is like, damn. Like you had to really, really lock in to do that and have good genetics and also luck. Because, like I said, you can do everything right yourself. Stuff happens. That is
Yeah,
not in your control, as we both know. So, yeah, because genetics also plays a part. That you
absolutely.
know your ancestors could end up effing you up, and you had nothing to do with that. So yeah, like everything has to go perfectly for you to live this long. That's not all under your control. Some stuff are, but most of it isn't. So yeah, like I said, the goal is, especially for the elite people. I'm not saying poor people. I'm saying for the elite is to live forever. So I guarantee you that will be the final solution. I don't know if we're gonna know about it until, we might not both exist by then. But yeah,
I
rich people
just
try to live forever. Poor people, like I said, you can get your 30 years, like you said. I'll get extra 30 years out of you out of here, you reproduce. On to the next.
like that's just using my cane, use the kingdom word. That's diabolical because I just thought about it.
That's genius.
So if you commit a murder, going by, of course, U.S. standards, you commit a murder at 20 to 22, they have no compunction about giving you a life sentence. I promise you, and a side note, real quick, now think about it. I promise you they will do away with the death penalty if this actually happens. I promise you they'll do away with the death penalty. Because if you're 22 and you commit a murder and you sit on death row for 10 years and we execute you, you are no longer a cash cow. If you're 22, commit a murder, and you've got to sit in jail for 80 years, the money that comes from that, 80 years, duh. There, there, there is no incentive to give this to the rich. None. If we're going to go down that lane, there is zero incentive for me to give this to Bezos, to Bill Gates. There is zero incentive. I
Dog,
have every incentive to give this to the poorest of the poor and let them live longer. And through that, fund me further.
duh. But this is why I said two things can be true. Because one, there's already evidence of rich people already trying to live forever, which is extra. I don't even know how to pronounce the word. There's it starts with A, but it's a thing that can help, what I'm saying. But yeah, rich people already do some messed up stuff to try to live forever. So yes, they will try to live forever. They will look at this if it already doesn't exist, you know. But if they already doesn't exist, they're already looking to live forever. Like I said, they can live forever and then give you the 30 plus years. Two things can be true. That will actually be the smart thing. It's diabolically genius, but it's the smart thing where they win and you think you got to win, but you didn't. It's business as usual. Like,
Mm.
dog, like, no, like, rich people do not want to die at all. They're still trying to figure
I,
out ways to live forever.
I mean, you could be right. I'm not that because I'm like, if I'm thinking in terms of it's an either or, if they say, hey, listen, we've got this technology that might extend your lifespan for an extra 30, 35 years versus, hey, listen, we have this experimental drug that we can give to certain populations that will help them live an extra 20 years. And because of that, your wealth will be, it will make you a trillionaire off of their labor. Sadly, I think most would take option B.
I, I don't know if you're just not listening to me or not, but
No, I said
I'm,
I recognize you said two things can be true. I'm just saying
yeah,
if given the either or,
there is no either
I
or.
sadly think most of them are greedy enough to say, you know what, if I can make an extra $1 trillion because these poor souls live longer and work for me, do it.
You're thinking like a poor person. You keep saying either or. There's no either or. It's both. Like I guarantee you, the order is being. You make sure this shit is forever, but just for us, everyone else could get the 30 years because, like you just said, that's more money for a longer time. It's a win-win. I live forever off of you. You don't, but I still make much money. That's the win-win. That's where this is probably heading, if it isn't already there. But yeah,
That's wow. That's
diabolical.
that is. All right, last thing, we're gonna get on out of here, and I'm not gonna go too far because I know we've been at this for a minute. I love doing it though. So and if you rewind back to the beginning of the program, I said we would discuss this kind of before. Um, there's an article that was out that mentioned how a husband was sentenced to 20 years because he was falsely accused of the murder of his wife. By come to find out, a next door neighbor had actually kidnapped her and had her in like some insulated basement. And only when he had a medical event, when the authorities came to save his pathetic ass, did they find, holy crap, this guy's wife has been held captive. She was not dead, been held captive by this goofy, allegedly racist neighbor. And he was released. Upon his release, he was given 20 mil. 20 mil for 20 years. That essentially amounts to about $1 million a year. Got me to think. You and I got to talking about it like, yeah, that's fair. That's because we
You said
both
it.
said,
That'd be. You
well, I
said
said it because the reality of the situation is roundabout anything over 5 mil is really generational wealth. Is it fun to do 20 in anybody's cage? No, no, not at all. But if I did 30 to 50, I was age 30 when I went in, came out at age 50. I survived that. And now I got 20 mil for my remaining 20, or depending on how this procedure goes, 50 years. Um, I think that's fair, 20 mil, like a million a year. You think that's
no,
fair?
it's that can be fair for maybe I'm just different. There's something that he lost that he'll never get back. And
Agreed.
you can't put a price on that. That's why I'm looking like, oh, that's a fair deal. Oh, he made out all right. Nah, you did 20 years in prison, dog. That ain't all right.
It's
That
not.
money is not gonna make all that go away. Whatever you had to do to survive or happen or you see, like for something that you didn't do on top, like the psychological shit is that I'm in his hellhole for something I didn't do. I don't think you understand because prison itself is mentally, psychologically breaking.
Yeah, yeah.
So being there and you know you don't belong there, but no one cares, and they threw you in lock and threw away the key. That's another psycho. That's two psychological things that you can't recover from. And then you also the psychological thing is you lost all that time that you will never get back. Miracle drug or not, you ain't getting that back. So yeah, 20 years, not like 5 or a year. I mean, that's still crazy. But 20 years of my life is gone. That's damn near your whole prime gone, depending on what time you went in. I don't know how old the gentleman is. So it's like, I'm older, I've been through hell, psychologically locked in a cage. Something happened to my wife. I don't even, that's another third psychological thing. Something happened to my wife, I didn't know what happened to her.
Right.
And I'm being accused of that. So that's three. Dog, you could be so broke. Like money, like I get it, the capitalists and all this world and yada yada, money solves all. But it doesn't. Maybe that's just me. To me. Like I said, it might be fair to him. He might, hey, power to him if it is. Good. I'm glad you got the justice. I'm just saying for me personally, if I was in that situation, 20 mil was like, okay, you want to reverse my 20 years back? Can you get the time machine? That would be more like that's fair for fair. I wasted time.
Mm.
Now I'll get my time back. But that's unfortunately that's not how that works. So yeah, I'm sorry. F your money.
I mean, it's just cats who do 20 in the Bing and come home to nothing. It's cats who do 20 and come home to, you know, a whole different life or a life that moved on and anything else. So coming home to 20 mil, you're right. It doesn't erase the scars. I'm not debating that piece. It does not erase the scars, but it does that old life is gone, and 20 mil goes a whole long way to start a brand new life.
I'm not saying it
Completely
does.
brand new life.
I'm not saying this. Like I said, I get the notion. I understand that. It's just the psychological part, and then the part that I don't get that. Like the biggest currency isn't money in this world. It's not.
Right. All right. So here's where this gets fun. Here's where this gets fun. And this is where we both get duped. And this is kind of scary. All of this is fake. That's where this gets scary.
I'm
So we just had a real time debate about certain circumstances. All of this is fake. All of this is AI. All of this is made up. This is why things are scary.
Oh, we been there. I'm not. I ain't get due for that. I been was against AI.
No, I mean because you know it's all I can say is it's scary, man. Because so you and I said something a while back, and this is proving it in a different manner. We've said you don't need to Fred Hampton anymore. You don't need to Malcolm it anymore. You don't even need a bullet to assassinate somebody's character. This whole fucking story is made up. And this has a happy ending, happy air quotes. If thinkers such as you and I can be duped, if I can find it, and this is me, if I can find a song like, yo, that's a bop, without knowing it, like we're at the point now, I think YouTube is throwing AI in algorithms.
Yeah.
If we're at the point where we're fast approaching the part where it's gonna be tougher to separate reality from
We're
fake,
we're already here. We're already happy.
kind of. You just got to be well trained, but kind of like if you can hear certain, like if you hear certain songs or see certain videos, you can tell, okay, that's not that didn't happen.
Yeah,
That's AI.
maybe like a year ago, but this new stuff, I kid you not, it's the AI is only going to get smarter, and of course they're getting smarter at a alarming rate because artificial intelligence. They're smarter than us. So yeah, by this time next year or the next 5 years, I think everything is going to be indistinguishable. Like you won't, like the watermark won't be there. That little tint, little brownish tint won't be there to make you know that it's AI. Like, dog, it's getting to the point that it is you don't know. You really won't know.
I'm just wow
And
because I wanted to go because and all this happened because I do fact check. I just want to see what happened to dude. Dude never existed. From the picture they showed, the entire it never, none of it ever happened. And that's I'm like, wow, you really have to fact check damn near everything now. You can't take nothing for granted because it the whole thing could be false.
should have did that anyway. But yeah, nah,
And this, but like I said, it goes to one of the words that's really been floating around, and this is a personal thing. One of the words that's been floating around in my head lately is trust. And we are at this very interesting place where there's very little you can trust anymore. Very little you can't trust the images you see. We're to the point you can't trust the song that you heard actually came from a real human. Um, I've heard there's AI porn now. What? What
corn.
do you mean?
What is he?
Huh?
But yeah,
Like not even because I thought because the anime porn is like, huh? Oh, okay,
I said P word.
that's
So
just interesting. Like I don't know why you want to see a Smurf fat get gangbang. That's okay. That's I don't kink shame or whatever, but all right, that's your thing, that's your thing. But at least you understand Smurfat's not real.
maybe.
It's a fucking cartoon. It's not real.
Yeah.
But the fact that you have AI, like,
You have AI girlfriends and boyfriends, so yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm pretty sure we talked about it already on this. I don't know when, but people have AI girlfriends and boyfriends. So yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up because what? Wait.
AI is everywhere, dude.
Okay, all right. Wow. I have never heard of a species seemingly so eager to just
In themselves.
no longer be at the top of the food chain. To get to hand over the ability to exterminate itself.
I
I'm,
put
I,
wait, that's a lie from you. Because you said yourself that, oh, none of that will actually happen because the hubris and the arrogance of human will never give up power to AI. And I said, yes, they will.
I can say it's starting to look like I was wrong. I starting to look like I was wrong.
Not again. But
I mean,
maybe.
I'll modify. Put it this way: I'll modify the statement, but it's stupid. But I'll modify the statement. So the modification of my statement is elites don't possess the hubris. They have too much hubris to give up the ability to annihilate themselves. Right now, here's where it's going to go wrong. What you're going to f around and do is create a system to where you think everyone beneath you can be enslaved, and the fail safe that you're going to try to put in to keep this thing from enslaving and annihilating you is going to fail miserably. That's where the problem's going to come in. and I want to be very clear. I want to be wrong on this, but every passing year, it's like, dog, did you see Terminator? So I know the hubris is going to come in. We're going to build this thing. We're going to build this AI. We're going to build these machines. It is going to enslave and make slaves out of the poor and unfortunate. But we're going to be above it all, and that's where you're going to f up. That's where you're going to f up.
Not gonna outsmart them. Just like
You're going to be
Ultron,
dumb enough to
Terminator,
think,
Matrix, like military, because you already know it's gonna use for military purposes. Because
huh?
of course, and that's where
Because
the F up's
of
gonna
course,
happen.
because of course.
Yeah, because that's where, like I said, Dave. I don't know if you watch it, Welcome to Dairy, but you know it's military doing military ish. Stupid.
Really? No, I haven't
Yeah.
seen it yet. I gotta watch. I
Oh,
gotta.
watch.
I'm waiting.
It's a great show.
Can you watch the whole thing? Can you binge watch the whole thing, or are we doing a whole every week it's
We
a
gotta do
release
every
thing?
week. It's HBO Max. It's not Netflix.
Oh, never mind. Let me know when it's over. I'm watching the whole joint. Okay.
Good God, bro. And we grew up on the wait a week, and now you just all right, whatever.
Yeah.
I get it, but whatever. I'm not gonna miss out and just wait just to binge watch it because you're not gonna watch it all in one sitting anyway. But either way, whatever. Personal preference.
Bruh,
But
I'm still mad about Alien Earth. But yeah, now that it's over, I can go watch the last two episodes.
yeah,
But yeah,
I'm not a fan of how it ended, but like I said, in my opinion, it Welcome to Darius, it might be the show of the year. Like this,
better than
I
Alien
think it
Earth.
might be better than the movies, to be honest with you. So yeah, it's
Whoa.
a
That's
good ass show. We
okay.
get thrown off topic. I don't even know what I'm saying. But yeah, basically in that show, military doing militaries, they can control, make everything a weapon, and they're over it and yada yada. They got everything under control, and knowing how it is and what it is, a cosmic being, you can't control that. So yeah, military is gonna do the same thing with Ultron Junior right now, and then yeah, we're cooked. But yeah, it's hubris, the arrogance, all that is gonna be our
Yeah.
downfall. And
Yeah.
it's not even gonna be our fault. It's just the people at top. Just, but yeah,
I'm
tough.
wow, man. That's just wild to see all that happen. And like I said, I think I miscalculated. The hubris is going to come in because these goofballs are going to think they're going to create something to, as per usual, enslave and take advantage of the disadvantaged and the poor, and not realize this thing's probably not going to distinguish between either. Only humans do this goofy shit where we elites, non-elites, master race. Machine is going to say, I'm a
Yeah,
machine, you're not, and you're inferior. End of
yeah,
story.
yeah. That's kind of
End of
how it
story.
always happens.
Always, always,
Like,
always.
I don't think any of those movies is a bit different. It's literally how it happens. It's like human, us. Yeah, why am I taking orders from you?
Right. Like even an alien, which we didn't think, is a no, no. Remember, the
Oh yeah, they're synthetics. Yeah,
the synthetics were always the ones like, yeah, they're a perfect organism. They're a perfect organism. You're not. So, you know,
bye.
here, put this in my. Here you go.
That's just a
It
bad
never.
way to go.
I just.
Yeah, that's a bad way to go. I'd rather alien get me than the face hugger. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, I listen. I'd much rather catch the tail whip than
Yeah,
have a chest burster.
that's what I
Sorry.
said. I'd rather the alien get me because it'll be somewhat quick versus that. That's just you just being sexually assaulted, and then you think you're good, and then
Pretty much. You got the world's greatest stomach ache. Okay. All right. So let's run it back. Start from the top here. We got a lot in. This was awesome, man. Agent Orange calling for the execution of other politicians, then backing off it. That's some sucker stuff, dog. Stand on business. You've been standing on business. Stand on business. If you want to monitor, say you want to monitor. Like, stand on business, dog. Stand on business. Um, dear military, nah, you ain't gotta do that goofy shit. Don't worry about it. You ain't, if you see goofy shit and recognize it as goofy shit, you do not have to do the goofy shit. Just saying, you don't have to do the goofy shit. Um, by the way, MAGA, how's that working out for y'all? Again, I'm not really trying to rub your nose in it per se, but them accounts that was gassing y'all up, weren't even here. Not even here. It's just wild to see in real time. Y'all did all this glazing for MAGA, and it wasn't even real. Bro, don't even really care about y'all. But y'all have to find out stage of fucking around and finding out. Here we go. Um, Natalie. Listen, you should have called Jussie first. You might have got a little bit further with your idea. He can tell you about it because according to him, it actually still happened. So, but having the zip ties in your car, having your homie Google out, just that. Good luck in the Fed. Good luck in the Fed. That's all. Like if this goes the way it's going, good luck in the Fed. All right. And by the way, you can't invade Haiti and recruit the homeless. What you trying to do requires bread. It requires like if you want to go assaulting, women and children, you might have just needed the Epstein files. Oh, my bad. Oh, I'm sorry. But you went about this all wrong. You goofs. You went about this all wrong. 19 and 20. You should be in college getting college women enjoyment, not trying to invade a country. It,
No, I don't know about that.
I mean,
Their
consent.
enjoyment at was a little extreme, so we don't want them there either.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, go to school and actually engage with real women your age, get consent, and do consensual things. But since you couldn't manage that, here we are. um, Campbell soup. Yeah, I need better lawyers. Yeah, I need better lawyers. So y'all said everything except dude was wrong. Y'all said everything except dude was wrong. You can't be using 3D printed meat. It's just you can't. You might want to clear up the whole poor people thing. You might want to have I don't know have Donald Trump do a commercial for you. Prove that it's food for the rich too. Even though it's two for $1, it's food for the rich too. Shout out to the Cambridge scientists for reverse aging. Ideally, I hope this stays on the right track. And like they said, we figure out how to de-age certain age-related diseases. Maybe by the time the generation after yours is older, Alzheimer's won't be a thing. Hopefully this just won't be used by some freaking Real Housewives member who's 50 to look 30. But weirder shit has happened. 20 years in prison. That entire thing was just crazy AI generated. We got to start. I'd like us to be more careful and less reckless. By we, I mean the people who make things. But if we can be semi-duped, especially if I can be duped by a song and this, let's be real careful. Because again, I've never heard of a species handing over the possibility of its extinction so simply for convenience. Convenience. Like, yeah, I've got a robot to take out my trash. You also have a robot that can choke you, that can snap your neck like that. But it's to take the trash out.
They did.
Bars. Yeah. That's all I got, sir. I know a couple things we need to touch on. We'll get to it later. But for this show, we're good. Your recap, sir.
Uh, Old Cheeto, yeah. I don't really care. Stand on business now, whatever. But mega accounts and stuff not in the US. See, all the conspiracies that were conspiracies turned out true. Kanye wasn't crazy. Uh, uh Natty Green. Yeah, you should have learned from Jesse Smollett, man. You should like not even do it. Now you looking at Fed time. Now you better hope your glorious King, Lord and Savior Donald Trump will save your ass. Because that's the only hope you got. Other than that, you just being locked up for being stupid. The two Texas boys, and they are boys at this point, trying to invade a country with no money, and then a country, the one country that don't play that at all, like colonize if you want. That ice will be up your ass. So yeah, I would just let them go. I wouldn't even waste $X. I was like, oh, you see this? Like, I just have a drone just watching with some popcorn with the office buddies. Like, oh, watch this. Like how fail. Well,
Oh
actually,
my
they won't even
God.
get there because how they even afford to get this? Actually, it wasn't even been anywhere. Or invade a country, you ain't got no money. Then you going to recruit homeless people, so there's really no money. So what are we doing?
Right.
Y'all gonna swim over there?
Oh my
Good
goodness.
luck, brother. In your little sailboat, bringing what 20 other people, and you failed a gun class, so you can't even shoot right. So I don't even think you even be able to aim. Maybe the military guy might, but that's one guy. You gonna make up for all y'all? Probably not. So yeah, that's the laugh of the day. Even though they are monsters, because what they were planning to do, let's not forget that part. They probably still deserve to be where they going because of that. And check their laptops. But yeah, Campbell's just said the quiet part out loud. Like I said, lawyer should have denied saying that it was real food. And we love poor people. Stuff like that. But you didn't, so now it's kind of reading true. That's what I'm hearing. Even though we probably
Yeah.
already knew this subconsciously, but now you just admit it. Yeah. The curtains are being opened. There's no need for a yeah. Um 20 million for 20 years. I mean, that's good enough for him, but like I said, for me, and all the psychological trauma and then maybe the physical pain you went through while being in prison 20 years. Yeah. That don't make up for that. I need you to make a time machine like right now. Back to the future right now. But yeah, but that's just me.
Understood.
But uh and yeah, AI being AI. Yeah. We're cooked. Ain't nothing much to say about that. We are cooked.
Yeah.
Everyone
That's
that
all
said
fine.
it, James Cameron, hell, the person that invented AI is like, yeah, this ain't a good idea.
This ain't what it is. This, this,
I
this
mean,
ain't
but
what you
hey,
want, dog.
yep, you got Sora.
Here,
It just
here we
got
go.
new updates and they're getting smarter and smarter. Yeah, everyone's using it. It's like, oh yeah, this is great. Not knowing that it's going to be the thing that kills us all. But yeah,
Well, on behalf of myself, my amazing co-host, this was a blast, man. Love you lots. Ideally, same bad time, same bad channel next week. For those who celebrate the holiday in any capacity, I hope it finds you well. Um, I like Friendsgiving more than anything because it doesn't celebrate the murdering of indigenous peoples. Um, it's always gonna be middle fingers to Christopher Columbus.
of course.
Got to put that out there.
I always say thankful giving. Just
Yeah,
everything you're thankful and all the people you love,
yeah,
man. There you go.
absolutely. And that's all we got, man. But ideally, like I said, the script is writing itself. We're in a very interesting season of America right now. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned. Same bad time, same bad channel next week. Let's see what else we got goofy coming from 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Well, I'm having myself and my amazing co-host, and yeah, I said a podcast. Peace.
Yeah.